I can only speculate. But whatever U.G. Krishnamurti experienced, whatever his body, his mind, or whether the body and mind was present or not, experienced, was very similar to this experience that this body experienced. And the impact of the experience was so colossal. It disintegrated everything: knowledge, memory, person, ego, mind. And the impact was so colossal that it took a very long time for the body to, I suppose you could say, in a biblical sense, be reborn. And what is left, what recovers from it, is merely a grasping from something, you see. It has to be from the mind that grasps on and says, I need some information from the past so that I can continue with this one, because I am the one that this whole being is reliant on. Without mind, no body, you see. Because body would fail, you know. The impact of dying, as it is often called, some call it out-of-body experiences, some call it ego death. But the fact was that this whole being that sits in front of you has no understanding of what life is now. You see? Because the understanding of what life was before was learned understanding from parents, from education, and whatever, you see? I don't understand what life is because I am life. The tongue does not understand that it's a tongue because it cannot locate itself as a tongue. It only operates with the function of having life within the tongue. So this body is operating as life. I don't know if you understand that. But everything you've been told about birth, death, and your emotional senses, seeing, experiencing, are also conditioned into what others have told you. The nose smells. Walking down the high street, you say to the parent, what's that smell? You don't know what the smell is. First time. That's a fish and chip shop. Yeah? So every time that smell comes up, fish and chip shop. Then you go round the corner. What's that smell? See, both smells were the same, but with different flavors, but they were still both smells. Same thing, you see. I don't think about it. No, I don't think. It's dangerous. The smells are being experienced through the nose. And an understanding, a pure natural understanding that there is a sense of something, like a dog would smell another dog's scent, urine. So that smell is simply a smell. And it's only till the parents say what the identity of the smell is that you can then relate that smell to that, you see. So you have learned everything about life. You have learned everything about what this life consists of and what is going to happen to it. So none of it is true to you. You're only going by what others have said. You're reliant on everyone telling you the truth. And the fact is, they also don't know the truth because they have been conditioned through this mind. So we have to go back to day one when worlds were. And we're not going to bother with that, you see. You know, it's far too much work to go back and say, who's the culprit? You know, who stole our life from us? you see, and made it separate. So let's look now. So this body only knows that it is life. It has no idea of what life consists of. It makes no sense when a structure comes in, although this body works with the structure, you see, because it is reliant. It has been reborn and is now again reliant on others making sure this body gets to work, making sure this body gets food, until a new conditioned mind comes in. And to get to this state is to put your faith. You've met God, you see. You've met this universal godliness, you see. God is such a bad word, you see. It's like, it's a man with a, you've met this supreme godliness and complete faith in what has taken place is there. But you have to rely on other human beings like a newborn baby. You have to give the faith to them to bring you back into this world. So is it worth it to meet this one? Well, of course it is. Because whatever happens after the meeting, you are going to be permanently in a bliss state. Now, this bliss state is not a euphoric orgasm. This bliss state is very, very Buddha nature. Very calming. Very placid. Very loving. And when the emotions that come now, that used to come before, when happiness comes, when it came before, it was a sense of happiness. But now it is a sense of happiness. Inside you're laughing. Infinitely, eternally. And then sadness supersedes it, and it's a beautiful sadness. When tears come, they are blissfully beautiful. When anger comes, it is beautiful. Pain, I have to admit, sometimes I actually say it is blissful because it is not the same intensive pain as I kind of recollect experiencing. You see, the mind grasps onto the old self, the old one, and says, I need some information before I can rebuild this one. So there are very subtle memories. You see, but I don't want to speak about this. I want to speak about UG, you see, and the similarities with UG. UG denied it, you see. UG Krishnamurti denied what he saw. Why? Simply because the impact was so powerful. It took a very long time to get this one back on its feet. But what I can understand is this. The impact of this one was also colossal. The result of the witnessing was that whatever this voice or this witnessing came from in its whole totality, you have no idea that how to describe and even or feel entitled to even reveal anything about what was seen. It is so majestic. It is so colossal. When you are told at school about God creating the earth, you think, wow. But when you realize what this one has actually created, your wow is multiplied zillions and zillions of times. zillions and zillions and zillions of times. This one is so majestic. It is creating every single second of the day a new world, a new universe. Your world is being created every single time you breathe in. You're an animated strip, you see. Yeah? And this whole single animation of this and the whole surroundings of the world and the whole other surroundings of the world and the whole surroundings of the planets and the whole surroundings of the universe in the same animation is one single image. And every time a new one, every second a new universal image is created. Consciousness is God, you see. The meeting between this maple, this infinite eye tower that your true male destiny is, the female is consciousness, and when consciousness meets I, the moment they met is existence, not consciousness, not I. The result of the meeting is consciousness. I don't know about you, G. Krishnamurti, but what I can say is this. I don't want you to be the one who gives you the tools to find what is available for you to see. And it's available, you know. If a poor, meager, meek, humble, working class guy who has no interest in religion or spirituality stumbles upon something like this, through a simple knowing by looking in the mirror that I'm not that one in the mirror, then it's possible for anyone, you see. But what I want to share is, I don't know about you, G. Krishnamurti, but I want you to find out by yourself, you see. If you find out by yourself, as this one did, I think the impact is bigger. And, well, regardless of how big the impact is, the simple witnessing in its whatever state, whatever level of experience, it has to be seen. You have to be in this bliss state. Every moment of every day, even sleep state, you are alive. You are life, living freely. Even in your workplace, under bell 8 to 4, rules and regulations. Everyone is saying, oh, I want to go home. You're saying, I don't care where I go, you know. I am simply so lucky to have met this one. And this one says, you are free now. You have done what not many have the strength and the courage to do, and you are free. It's not about the knowing and whatever was seen. You know, it's not about the intelligence that's gained. And, you know, I saw this one and I know this and I know much more than you. Who wants that, you see? That's what we do in our mind-based world. We learn and learn and learn and we die as the same one. The body dies in the same state. Some has got 17 PhDs, some has got none. Both result the same. What is the point of learning, you see? What is the point of knowing? What is the point of being superior and writing books about and making videos about being knowing, you see? No, what I'm saying is, I don't know anything. But you have to, what I know is that every being should be experiencing bliss state. That is what we are as humans. We are here to enjoy and be blissfully free, peacefully happy, always loving. It's not about the experience of meeting the source or the self or consciousness in its greatest state or God or Brahman or Absolute, whatever you want to call it. It's not about that. That one says, stop. You're here as life. You're not a person, an identity, a human. You're here because I gave life to life. Now be free. Namaste. God bless you, G. Krishnamurti. Maybe I'm wrong, Maybe I'm wrong. But it's his strength that he refuses to speak about it, you see. It's so colossally big, the impact. And I see it in his eyes that he witnessed the truth. But he wants you to find out for yourself. And that's what he said to this one. Go away. You'll find nothing from me. That's Namaste. You'll find nothing from me. Me is ego. Me is a fake God. You.